Today's all about slip bobbers. My bobber just went down. I'm giving it just a second. I reel up the slack. I got him. I tell you what, slip bobbers is probably the oldest way there is to fish. But when you hit it, when you get those spots where those fish are stacked up, there's not a better way out there to fish for walleyes. Fish really in general, but today's focus is more on walleyes. And I'm telling you, there's just something about watching a bobber go down that's a lot of fun. There she is. Not a giant, but perfect way to start her off. All right. Hook's right where it's supposed to be. You don't want to wait too long with slip bobbers. Slip bobbers, they usually will grab it quick and take off. That's what we get around these Perham Lakes area. This is such a great place to fish. There's so many lakes within such a close drive. This is average. I mean, it's 20, 21 inch fish. That's average around here. They're just gorgeous. We'll get her back. I'll show you what I'm using. It's a really simple setup. What I've got on my rod here is I've got a 7.5 foot medium heavy rod, and I've got 20-pound braided line for my main line. Now obviously this is pretty clear water. I don't want the walleyes seeing my line, so what I did is I've got about a section of 4 or 5 feet of 6-pound test, and that goes onto a barrel swivel that's tied to my main line. Then I just got a plain hook, a couple beads. Beads are just on there just for a little attracting, and then I've got a big slip bobber on here. I really like these style. You can see them a lot easier, and you can kind of tell if your bobber's been down for a while or not, just how big they are. But it's a real simple setup, and one of the keys to this, whatever you're using, you want lively, actiony bait. You want that thing to squirm and squeal, and so the leeches, Lindy rigging, I'd hook them through the sucker here. Well, slip bobber, I want to go right through the middle. See how he squirms? He's going to sit down on the bottom and squirm around like that, and it drives those fish nuts. I'm going to get it back out there. We're going to get another one. Boy, when you get on these fish, it can be fast and furious. I don't want to give them too long. There, I got him. Trying to move him out of the rod. Chaos. I was just going to tie up another rod. I was thinking of maybe trying some jigging. And the one thing you got to remember when you got this is, even though I got braided fishing line on, I got that 6-pound leader. So you really can't horse them that much. There she is. Oh yeah, good fish. Come here, big girl. Hooked right where she's supposed to, perfect. Look at that girl. Such nice fish. This time of year they get the nice coloring to them. They're back on the feed bag, and I mean, this is, you get a lot of big fish in fall, but this summertime peak almost is what you could call it. It's just insane. The fishing is so good and so fast that when you find those fish, mark that spot, because they're going to be there again and again and again. I'm going to try to reuse this leech. Now when I set this thing, Do it just like ice fishing. I got my slip weight, and what I did is I kind of brought the boat over to the area that I wanted to fish, figured out exactly what depth that was. So then when I got to my spot, I could set that thing, and I want to set it with the waves. I want to set it about 3 to 5 inches off the bottom of the lake, because the waves themselves will bring that bait up, back down, up, back down. And that is very key. If you try to set it a foot off the bottom, you'll be going biteless while everybody else is catching a bunch of them. Got a nice bite here. Give him that second. I'm gonna hit him. Slip bobbering can be a very effective way to catch walleyes when nothing else seems to really be getting them. I don't think this one's a real big fish, but it is a walleye. Come here. Don't get fancy with your rigs. Plain hook. Nice lively leech on it. If I can get them out. It's hooked pretty good. Like I said, don't get fancy with them. Just get a plain hook, nice lively leech. You'll put a bunch more big walleyes in your boat this summer. Try slip bobbers. It's a great way to catch nice walleyes during the middle of summer and all year. We'll get this grill back. You guys have a good one. We'll see you next week.